Welcome back to another explainer where we decode the data that literally shapes our world. We're constantly bombarded by these towering numbers, billions here, trillions there. And sure, those massive aggregate figures instantly command our attention. But what if they're actually deceiving us? What if the sheer scale of these statistics creates this grand illusion that totally hides the true on-the-ground reality of a market? Okay, let's dive into this.
So, what crucial context do total numbers actually hide? In any narrative approach to data, we often treat massive figures, like total revenue or total market size, as the unquestionable truth, right? We just accept them at face value. But beneath the surface of those colossal numbers lies the real story of a market. And honestly, if we only look at the totals, we completely miss the actual plot.
That brings us to Section 1, the illusion of size. Think of traditional aggregate metrics, like total market size or total revenue, as a wide-angle lens. They are absolutely fantastic for telling you exactly how big an industry is as a collective whole. But, as we know, mass isn't everything. Where aggregate metrics give you that broad 30,000-foot overview, the per capita lens acts like a microscope. It cuts straight through all that noise to reveal the hidden granular truth of what's happening right there on the ground level. And this brilliantly illustrates our main point. Looking at a market through a per capita lens provides crucial context that total numbers hide. To truly understand an industry's narrative, we can't just stand back and be awestruck by its total size. We really have to peer directly through this specific, focused lens to see the reality of what's actually happening day to day.
Let's move into Section 2, the foundational metric. So, what exactly is it? Well, spending per capita, which is also known as expenditure per person. It's a remarkably simple concept, yet it is infinitely powerful. Instead of asking, how much money is in this giant pile, it asks a much better question. How much is one single individual contributing to this pile? By zooming in on the individual, we strip away the distortion of massive population sizes and expose the raw, unfiltered reality of consumer behavior.
And this definitely isn't just some academic concept. It's a bedrock tool for the pros. Economists, market research firms, equity analysts, they rely on this metric every single day. They are the experts whose entire job is to decode the real mechanics of our world. They don't let themselves get distracted by the flashy illusion of total market size. No way. They look directly at spending per capita to accurately measure a market's true health.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 3, assessing true growth.
So the crucial point is that this metric methodically breaks down into three critical pillars of industry assessment. First up is absolute strength. Look, a massive country might have insanely high total revenue simply because of its sheer population size. But high spending per capita, that shows you true pound-for-pound strength at the individual level. Second is the total addressable market, or TAM, which helps us calculate highly realistic ceilings for expansion rather than just guessing. And third is the growth trajectory. Tracking this individual expenditure over time tells you if an industry is actually evolving and getting better, or if the population is just growing.
Ultimately, spending per capita is the critical metric for assessing industry strength and growth. If you really want to know if a market is genuinely healthy, or if it's merely bloated by the sheer volume of people participating in it, you absolutely must use this specific lens. It's the only way to separate the true story from the grand illusion. So I'll leave you with this thought. Going forward, will you rely on the aggregate illusion, or will you uncover the foundational truth? The next time you see a flashy headline boasting about some billion or trillion-dollar industry, I challenge you to pause. Look past that towering total number. Ask yourself what narrative it might be hiding, and seek out the true context hidden within.